I don't see what the problem is with him wearing his old helmet. Like, I don't see what's the issue. Like, if he get injured, that's on him for doing that dumbass shit, right? I mean, somebody gonna kick him in the face with that little one bar. That shit look ugly as hell. I would.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful H.N.I.C Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle
I know
with
how to
the
play
Houston
with the shooter.
Texans.
I'm so niggas how to shoot for real.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Yeah, but like, I play better on ball. Like, it'd be hard to play off ball when you playing with a bunch of trash ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Boy, this nigga's a 97 amateur 2.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Take my plays.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Dancing to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I do know how to slide out of shit. I try to.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand him up, but
then they'll come out tomorrow morning.
Line of scrimmage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
So that's why ain't nobody been on the line and you trying to spend time for kids and shit. So that's the place he play all
the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Texans have taken the early lead.
already playing
His kick is no good.
Let me see how the fuck
Start
you
here
do this shit.
kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Pollard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up. They get to that end zone real fast.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Same exact result as last play.
Let me try to cheat the system.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. Stop
that's on me, man. I left that damn sign because I thought you
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Say no more.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 54, here we go, 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Cooper was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, 488. Check 41. They gonna need some therapy.
Now Dak on the option left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they like some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Dude, that shit is crazy, bro. I swear to God.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
This is Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading a play and flowing to make the stop.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And now out comes Houston. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage. It might have been an old Raiders team.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case,
Manny
just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Watson, he's going to fire one. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. 2nd half begins with a run from Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. After the run, Watson going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, that nigga overthrew him.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one. Knock it away and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
But I
high
can't get
fives
there.
for that one as that drive ends in 3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Some dude showing up,
So
but
Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40.
the lead
Big chunk
difference.
of yardage there, 37 yards. A tough run by
It'd be hard
Ezekiel
as fuck to
Elliott, the
talk
4th
when you
overall
hear
pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people. That's how he wore down defenses. Those exact
That sounds stupid as hell trying to talk.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm saying all the wrong
They're trying to show
shit.
that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that
Green
defense stand up and
message to see if
stop
I can
it.
download that whole.
From the 30 on
It's
2nd
showing
down.
up, but I can't click on it.
Dump it underneath to his
They don't
running
do
back
nothing when I
complete.
click on it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How you delete a count?
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Marr able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, Watson off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back now in Arlington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works and clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
47. Here we go. 55. Back 56. Here we go. G, get up.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Mike, a sec. I'm coming forward. I'm coming for you, son. Check 3. At 55. Spot. No.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what this man or zone.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
They need to quit it. He in the red zone.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now Elliott. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down.
Choose their clock.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On first down, Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That
I see you ain't as cold as you used to be.
From the 17, Prescott.
I didn't really give a fuck about that pass. Shit, this game over here. It's 8 seconds left. He ain't that cold. He can be beat. He really ain't that cold.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
I'm just saying.
They'll be taken in the end zone.
I'm just saying, man.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I mean, I'm just saying, you're not that nice, man.
Reset, 19, 54, 24.
What you mean? I moved that bitch at will.
One last throw here for
and look, like you in this goddamn blitz, boy, I'm sleeping.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth